mute my microphone. Thank you very much. So I'm the only one actually.
No problem. Thank you for joining the call.
Uh, Thank you very much for your for this meeting. Basically, I need to give you a short story about the activity. Basically, the city is trying to build smart city, and then the Ministry of Information and Communication is proposing the city to be one of, I think, around five sites for 5G trial. So they have smart city and 5G trials. Uh, so we have the liberty to sort of pick the equipment for 5G trial. So basically, that's the what's that? The context, and
Mhm.
hopefully we can try this sometimes next year. So it's not within this year. So basically, we need to get the equipment, but we have no experience on the pricing, how to get those things, and so on. So basically, that's the idea.
Okay, and the final project, what kind of network is this going to be? Is it going to be an MNO, an MVNO, or a private network?
They have been talking about private network.
Okay.
So they have been talking about private network, but I have no idea what's in their mind actually.
Okay. Uh, okay, so you want to get the equipment and to get familiar with it until the deployment will be launched, I mean, next year, or the tests are going to start next year?
The trace will be start next because we basically the timeline is like this. We need to propose the budget to the government. This is
Okay.
actually government as well, but we need
Mhm.
to propose the budget to the finance minister. It takes about 1 year, so we need the sort of the budget, and then we need also to get some idea on the specification. But I think the specification you can get it from your website, right? So we need to
Mhm.
get the specification and the company that can bring this equipment to Indonesia. That's I think that's the tough one.
Not not really.
Oh, not really.
Because
Okay, we need the contact actually, because we have no
no,
idea who can bring these things to Indonesia.
okay. Our equipment is shipped within the cost of it, so we don't charge additional costs for shipping. We ship it everywhere in all over the globe. Um, Now, do you already have a radio vendor, or you want the whole package, the core and radio?
Oh, whole packet. We don't have
Okay.
radio.
Okay, because we are a core vendor, but of course we also have partners, and we join on this kind of projects. So uh, we partner up with a 5G radio vendor who is in France,
Hmm.
and as far as I know, he also sends the equipment all over the world. So not the shipping will be the problem. Um, so, for the initial stage of proof of concept, I would propose the mini core,
Yeah, that's
and
what I have in mind as well.
uh, or or one second, you can take directly the 5G lab, because the 5G lab it's a mini core together with a radio unit, a G Node B, and two smart 5 GSA smartphones and 15 SIMs. So you have an entire laboratory which is already set up here in our warehouse, and
Hmm.
it's plug and play when it arrives to you.
Yeah,
I,
I think that's
that,
yeah. The minimum is that one. Yeah, exactly. If you can send me the document about those things, that will be perfect. So that's the 5G
yeah.
lab. Yes.
Yeah, let me just give you directly the link to it, so you have a look. In this situation, we will send everything from here. Uh, you don't have to deal with the radio vendor anymore because we make it here.
Okay.
Oh, one
What I'm
second.
actually worried is about the radio because the Indonesian custom, they are very picky on radios.
Yeah, well, if it's a governmental project, I presume probably the customs should not be that difficult. I
Uh,
don't.
yeah, that's what we hope. But sometimes we have to fight with each other. Sorry, that's for Indonesians. That's what I have to look for answer about this with a lot of my friends. But uh, many times we have problem with the Indonesian custom. But
Well,
basically, we need. Well, okay, that's our problem actually. Well, okay.
actually, we ship it everywhere, but I also had the experience now that one of our customers from Israel had to keep the unit for several weeks at the customs. But it was just, I don't know, because sometimes we ship it to Israel and there's no problem, and this specific customer had so many problems and he required so many documents from us, and I told him, okay, I can send you every document, I can send you
Yeah.
whatever certificate you want, just take the unit from the customs. Well,
But
uh,
sometimes the solution is simple, like we you can send it to Singapore. So
mhm,
not to Indonesia,
mhm,
Singapore, because Singapore is more easier, and then we pick
mhm.
the stuff from Singapore to Indonesia, hand carry. Sometimes
Okay.
that's will be easier. So we have to on our side we need to to know how
Work
to do.
around.
Yeah, because we have
Yeah,
to.
I recently had a customer from India who did this. He also had a company in Switzerland, and he wanted to ship it there and then bring it. I don't know in
Yeah,
a
because
baggage
yeah,
to
okay.
India.
So that's one, the mini core and 5G. If you can provide the like the price, the specification would be great. And the other one is if we need like a bigger or more
Mhm.
complete solution, you can also provide that kind of information to us.
Yes, yes. So actually, our core network is split in three main softwares. When you take the software licenses, there is nothing to be shipped. You install it on your own servers or virtual machines.
Oh.
We send you the specifications, and
Hmm.
it's nothing hardware dedicated. This is the core side. Of course, the radio, you will have to take the radio units from
Oh.
the.
Oh, are you saying if we can set up our own computer like server
Absolutely.
and then download the software from you and buy the license from you to make it running?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, this is the deployment product, and actually, it's a commercial discussion because the software licenses are, of course, more expensive
Hmm.
because they can cover many customers. The lab is
Oh, okay. Okay.
the lab is just a small computer and can handle about 500 customers. We don't put limitations on on our software, but they are of course hardware limited.
Oh,
So
hardware limited. Okay.
in the moment you take the lab products, then we ship you the small computer, and it handles as much as it can handle, and it's between 500 and 1000 UE.
Uh,
But the software licenses, for example, one gate UDM probably will handle about 100,000 subscribers.
mhm.
Then we have the 8 UCN 5G. UCN stands for Unified Core Network, and it's the software that allows you to have all the services and all the traffic. And also the 8 SMSC that handles the SMS
SMS.
messages
Okay.
and the USSD messages. Optional, we also have OTA. If you need OTA, that's something you can
Okay.
choose. Are you familiar with that?
Not the OTA. Not yet.
Okay, let me just tell you a little bit what it does. The OTA is a product that sends an invisible messages to the SIM card that makes changes on the setup. So, for example, but probably it will not be the case. If you want to travel with a SIM from one network to another and you want the IMSI to be automatically switched, let's say, then you will need the OTA. Then, in the moment a SIM arrives in another network, the
Oh,
OTA will send an invisible message to that SIM through the SMSC, and the settings on the SIM cards will be changed.
okay. That means if we are roaming to another, or we allowing subscriber from other network to run on our network. So we need those kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. It's not mandatory. It's just by choice, and
Okay.
probably in your situation, you will not need that.
Okay.
Uh,
The question is because the Indonesian looking for speed actually. Can you tell me some estimate on the bandwidth or speed we can have from that kind of setup for the
hmm,
internet for data?
I don't see. I don't know if I have that information available. Everything we have, I can look up,
Oh,
but
okay.
that's the idea of 5G, to have more speed and
Yeah, that's
bandwidth.
yeah. So basically, they are looking for that kind of information. The other information we need also the SIM card. Uh, are you providing the device for burning the SIM card, or how can we get the SIM card from?
You will need a SIM provider. If you have one, it's wonderful. If not, we can introduce you to one of our partners.
Oh, okay, 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 okay.
So, when building up a network, there are three things to take into consideration: the network itself, the core network, the
Hmm.
SIMs, and the billing. Probably you also, I don't know. I guess you intend to have billing also, right?
Oh, the billing is it from you or other partners?
Other partners. So
Oh,
these
okay,
are the three things you
okay.
would need: core,
Uh,
billing, and SIMs.
I think for the moment, billing will be needed if it is commercial. So at the moment, I think we will need SIM card and the core network and
Mm-hmm.
the 5G radio. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, in the end, you will have to take the money from your customers.
Yeah, because this is for the government, so they are running the city. So I don't know. They are not thinking for commercial yet. Yet, I don't know
Okay.
later.
Okay. Well, that's not a problem. So that's a very straightforward process, and the standards are very straightforward. So we can interact with any billing provider. It's the same thing. If you have one, it's okay with us. If you want a recommendation, we can make a recommendation.
Oh, okay, okay. So
That's
billing
not
will be
this.
later. Yeah, 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 yeah. So
Yes. So the deployment products are, as I told you, these three. The Yate UDM and UCN will be 45,000 each,
okay,
and the Yate SMSC, since it's the same software as the one for 4G, it's $28,000.
okay.
So if you
So
want, I
that's
can.
for the 3 unit you mentioned, right? For the
Mhm.
micro core, uh,
Uh, uh, if you take the entire lab,
yeah, the
it's
entire lab,
it's $45,000.
$45,000. Okay. Normally we need to multiply by two because I need to make sure we are okay with the Indonesian custom because we have to pay the custom actually. This is bad.
Yeah,
So
I
the
thought
Indonesian
maybe you
they
just
make a lot
redundant.
of money from us. The Indonesian custom. Well, okay, we live in this country, so okay.
Yeah,
So okay. Thank you very much. I think. I think I already have some idea because I need to give this number to the Mr. Asep, the director. So
Mhm.
he will propose for the budget. So hopefully we can get it for, sometimes.
So please have a look at our website because we have all the prices public. I see that there's this chat window that constantly pops up, and sometimes the price is hidden between it. But if you minimize the chat window, you will see the prices.
Oh,
Uh,
okay, okay.
so have a look at the website because all the prices are public. Also, all the documentation is public. For 5G, it's not that abundant because our team has been so focused on developing the product. Since last year, there was a lot of demand for 5G, and there were so they were more occupied in developing the product than on writing the documentation
Oh,
for
okay,
it.
okay. Understand.
We do have some, but not that complex as for 4G.
Sorry. So you also have 4G, right?
Absolutely, yes. Of course, we also have 4G.
Oh, but on your website, this is 4G and 5G or 5G only?
All the products that cover 5G can cover also 4G.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So it
Okay.
both. Okay, okay. So
Yeah. So
if we buy the micro core 5G, it means it can work on 5G and 4G. Is that
yes, yes, this is correct.
okay?
But you will need to set it up again if you want it to work on 4G.
Oh, okay. So only like the configuration is different, but
Yes.
the device, the the server is same. Okay.
Yes, okay. So we have the LTE mini core that is $11,000, and then we have the 5G mini core, which is $21,000, and that covers also LTE. And we have the entire lab that is $45,000.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Also, I need to mention that the 4G core covers 5G NSA
Oh, okay.
also, non-standalone.
Okay.
But if you want the 5G SA, so the standalone, then you need to take the 5G units.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, so for starting the project for the lab,
Yeah.
it will be from our side just 45,000
$1,000.
thousand
Okay.
dollars, nothing else. When you will go into production, let me see how much it will be the minimum core that you will need. I presume you will also want SMS messages. So 1 second. What does this mean? So. Okay, so for a deployment core, the final price will be $118,000,
Okay.
and
180.
and it will cover probably around 20,000 subscribers,
Okay.
and each new 20,000 subscribers, you will need another 8 UCN, so another
Oh, the radio.
$45,000.
Oh, okay.
No, no, no. The radio is something different. Now I'm
Oh,
telling
okay.
you,
That's the core only. Yeah.
yeah, because as I told you, we are a core vendor.
Oh, okay. 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 So we need to look for the radio. Okay.
When you go into the deployment, we will speak with our radio partners and they can send you the prices for that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much. I think that's cover most of it. Uh,
Okay, wonderful. Uh,
uh, maybe later, if I have question, if it's okay, I send you email back and forth then.
Tell me again, who is the decision maker of this project? You
Asep,
told me.
Asep,
I said,
uh, ASEP. His name is ASEP, but his email is too bagus Asep. His email, so he's the
oh,
one.
can you write it here in the chat window?
Where is the chat window? This is the chat. No, I'm looking for the chat. Where is the chat?
Uh,
Oh,
uh,
Oh, this is the one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Uh, too bagus. Asep. Let me check his email. Because I'm not memorizing his email.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, let me see if I can. Oh, sorry, sorry. Where is? Ah, sorry, I'm looking for his email. It.
No problem.
Okay, okay. Oh, it's the one. I hope. Yeah, that's his email.
Okay. Okay, thank you. And what is his position?
Uh, Director of ICT in Tangerang Selatan. I write it down for you.
Oh, thank you so much. Okay. So,
Uh, ta, should be Tangerang City government.
okay, okay. And tell me again, what is your position?
Basically, I'm advisor. Advisor to, yeah, and basically, I'm advisor to him. I actually a lecturer. I am the vice rector of Institute Technology. So I am vice rector of Institute Technology in Tangerang Selatan. So in the same city, I am the vice rector of Institute Technology of the same city, Tangerang Selatan.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you. So you say probably the project will start next year.
Yeah.
When do you think a decision will be made?
So normally by the end of this year or early next year, then if they approve the budget, then we can start. So sometimes around this time, April, May, then we will start the project because
Okay.
the budgeting is like the end of the year. Then they will decide by the end of the year.
I presume they will make the budget for the entire project, not just for the testing phase.
Yeah, that's what I'm really hoping. I really hope that too, but I don't know because the budget is actually approved by the Ministry of Finance. So takes.
Yeah, the testing phase can last a little bit. So we also have a customer here in Romania who's doing a 5G project for the deployment,
Mhm.
but he decided to start, I think, 6 months earlier or something like this, just to take the product and get familiar
Mhm.
to the technology, to the 5G technology.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
So that means I need to propose the budget for both the lab as well as the deployment, and but the equipment, the lab first, and then the whole deployment later. Is that what?
Yes, I told you for the deployment, from for the core part it will go somewhere around $118,000,
Yes.
but I cannot tell you right now the budget for the
The
radio
radio.
part.
Okay. Yeah. Understand.
It depends. You will need to see what area you need to cover, how many sites you want.
Oh, okay.
You will need a radio engineer to calculate how many sites you would need because it very much depends on the topology. If
Oh,
you
okay. Is this the radio access network we are talking about? The RAN?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, yes,
okay, understand.
yes. It depends on if you have buildings, if you have trees, if you have hills.
Yeah.
This is something the radio engineer will have to calculate on site in order to say how many sites you will need.
Because right now we are thinking to because we cannot what's that not compete fight with the Indonesian operator because this one is not operator, this is like government office. So what we are thinking to build the network within the government complex, so it's not
That
for outside.
that would make things much more easier.
Yeah.
But the question is if that network has 5G base stations.
uh, right now no. Right
Because
now within the
if
complex no 5G base station, only fiber
if
optics and Wi-Fi hotspot, no 5G.
Yes, if you want to build a 5G network and then you will need 5G radios. If they have a
Yeah,
5G radio, then it's fine. You can take it from them, borrowing from them, and it just works. But if they don't, then it's a whole different discussion, and it will be commercially and legally discussable because in order to have your own base stations you need approval from the
yeah,
government
yeah.
to
I know, yeah.
and I
So
don't know how.
to be honest, the we need to get the approval from the Ministry of Information of Communication,
Yes.
and then this Mr. Asep is actually the director of Ministry of not the ministry, like the city level of the Ministry of Information of Communication. So we are like
Okay.
the city level, so we are not the national level. So we have to apply, we have to back to the national level for the license. So we are part of them, but still we need to back.
Yes, I don't know how the commercial part will be handled
Yeah,
because
I know. Because
usually
we have been talking about this with the national one, and they cannot give us answer right now. So we need to, I don't know. This is our problem. No, it's not your problem. So we know. Yeah, we know we have to fight. Don't worry.
yeah, sorry, usually am so interested in that because you say it's your problem, but if we become partners, then it's our problem
Oh,
too.
okay. Thank you.
So we need your project to work, otherwise
Yeah,
our
at least
project
the
will.
lab will be working fine, I think, because
Okay,
it's low power, right? So it will be fine.
wonderful. Yeah, yeah, actually, if you have someone in the inside, then it's a huge step.
Yeah.
It's wonderful then. Good. I don't have any further questions for the moment. Please tell me if there's anything else you would need to know from me, if you have anything
It's fine.
else.
Thank you very much. Everything is clear. So if we have any more question, then I will send by email. Is
Okay,
it okay?
excellent. Okay, then. Thank you for the call and please send me any questions you have.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. Thank you very much, Erin. Bye bye.
Have a great day. Bye
Yeah,
bye.
yeah. Bye bye. Thank you.